and the importance of staying in position. Now, when I say 3-4-3, I mean that we will be playing with 3 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 3 forwards. And of course the goalie. They don't really move much no matter what the formation. Now let's start with the basics. The formation looks like this. Defense has left, center, and right defenders, and the same goes for the left, center, and right forwards up on offense. The midfield is the tricky part. We have a left wing, a left inside, a right inside, and a right wing on midfield. The whole purpose of this formation is to form tons of passing triangles and to be able to keep the ball effectively on the opponent's side of the field. This kind of setup is considered heavier on the offense as opposed to the more defensive strategies such as the 4-3-3 and the 4-4-2 formations, having 4 people back in defense. Here's the best thing about this formation. If everybody stays in position, not only will we get less tired because we have to do so much less running, but it will take a lot more effort for the other teams to figure out how to beat us. So staying in position does not mean that you stand still. After all, this is soccer we are talking about. Instead, it means that you're going to stay within a zone based on which position that you're in. For instance, here we have the individual zones for defense. You can see the left defender, the middle defender, and the right defender all have their individual zones and kind of like a lane that they get to run up and down from. Defenders can move the whole way up to the center line, but no other players should ever be behind the defense. Switching up to offense, offense is focused largely on being placed on the opponent's side of the field. Even when they fall back to help defense, they really should stay on the opposite side of the field for the majority of the game. It's okay to come back if you're going to pick up a ball and turn and run, but trust your midfielders to pass it up to you instead. Midfielders tackle the large expanse in the middle of the field, which is the area where most of the action tends to happen. They will be doing a lot of ball handling, so it's very important for midfielders to keep their eyes open for passes forward. Again, if our team is together, we should have all those triangle plays ready to go. Now that we've kind of talked about the zones, let's look at some examples of positioning depending on where the ball is. Here we are defending. The ball is close to our goal, so everyone should be shifting back within our zones. If you look at the center defender and right defender in particular, they have moved over within their zones to support the ball being on the left half of the field. Just in case it gets popped out or someone else decides to come in, they are already ready to go ahead and support. As a side note, defense should always try to clear the ball to the outside of the field rather than inside. Think about it. If you clear it to the inside of the field, that just gives the other team an even clearer shot on the goal if they happen to get the ball. Once we clear the ball to the midfield, it's very important for every single player to start moving forward so we can keep those triangles intact. The outside 2 midfielders should concentrate on moving farther forward to open themselves up from passes from the defense and the inner midfielders, and forwards need to start gearing up to launch just in case they receive the ball. When the ball is at the other end of the field, everyone should be at midfield or further. The entire team moves, even the goalie. Look at how the forwards and midfielders have shifted closer to the ball, but still stayed within their zones. This is perfect because it prevents that bunching again. For this specific situation, it gives us way more opportunity to score because our team is covering so much more of the field than, in this picture, where we were bunching. Takeaways. Number 1, stay inside your zone to prevent bunching. Number 2, use passes in the triangle formation to make it easier to move the ball up the field. Number 3, the entire team should be moving up and down the field as a unit, not just one player or group at a time. As always, remember we are here to have fun.